What's up, y'all? Matthew Braithwaite. I'm here with my wonderful co-host, Christian Dunbar, Safal Joshi. Super excited to bring y'all to episode 2 of Inside the Lines. And we have another treat for y'all today, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
On my right, one of the most electric DBs in the ACC this year.
Yes, sir.
56 total tackles, man. 29 solo, 2 sacks, 4 pass deflections. 2023 All-ACC honorable mention, man. Newton's finest. We got Brandon B.J. Johnson, man. Welcome.
You did.
Yeah.
Appreciate y'all having me for sure.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it.
Who you have on the left, Saf?
Man, we got Chandler Rivers, the second half of the dynamic duo.
Yeah.
2 seasons at Duke, started both seasons. 58 total tackles, 39 solo, and a pick 6 at FSU. 2023 Birmingham Bowl MVP.
Yeah.
Agent Zero.
Yeah.
Chandler Rivers.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What it is, man. What it is.
The agent.
Welcome.
Yeah, we appreciate y'all for coming on.
Yeah, like
Appreciate y'all having us for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So let's start with your first experiences with football. How old were you when you started playing? What positions did y'all like to play in the beginning?
All right, go ahead.
All right. I'd say when I first started playing, I was probably about like 4 or 5.
Okay.
I started on the offensive side of the ball, and then like I just gradually moved to the defense side as I got older. So
Yeah, I started like 5. I played like flag first, like 4, and then 5 I got in the tackle. And I like offense as well. I think every player probably start off on the offense side of the ball, just running the rock. That's what I love to do. But then about high school, when I started transitioning to DB, because I realized it was like less people at the camps I was going to and stuff that was playing defense.
Right.
And I was like, well, I already know I can play offense. So if I can go show I can play defense, then I can make some money.
Facts.
You started playing tackle.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we getting it in, bro.
Wow, that's
My body feeling it to this day. My body feeling it.
Is that how it is in Texas as well? Like, you start early as 5?
I ain't gonna say tackle started at 5, but I mean flag, yeah.
Flag, yeah.
Probably started tackle like around like 8,
8.
7, 8.
That's how it is in man.
Yeah,
too.
man.
That's different.
Yeah, we started like tiny mice like 5, 6, and then you got a mighty mice like 7, 8.
Yeah, we had Mighty Mice.
Mighty Mice.
Tiny Mice.
Nah, we
That's
was like,
crazy.
I used to run backwards. I used to get the ball, just run backwards, and then run up the sideline.
That's crazy. So, were y'all always like really nice at football, like from a young age? Were y'all like the best players on the team, or like did y'all have like a developmental year, like middle school or whatever, where y'all got better?
Nah, like I've always been pretty talented, I would say, and then like coming from where I'm from, I've probably been one of the better players from where I'm from. But I would always try to put myself around like likewise competition, like people who were better than me or at least the same as me. So like I was always trying to push myself. Yeah.
Facts. We had a few good people like where I'm from, so like I wouldn't say I was always like the best, but like I was probably always like top 3 like in the area. So
Talk a little bit about what football culture is like in Texas. Because everyone talks about it, but like, what's it actually like living through it?
Texas football is different. Like I feel like it prepares you the best for college football, honestly, because like everybody out there is so much bigger, like stronger, faster. I feel like you're just getting all of it. So like, I feel like the adjustment from high school to college for me personally wasn't really that hard because like I'm used to playing that because my school was a 6A school, which was like the highest district in Texas. So you're playing like other big time schools, and some of them big time schools are actually like nationally ranked. So like you just feel like you're just getting the best of everything, honestly. So
Was your school good at football?
I mean, we made the playoffs my own junior and senior year, so that was pretty good. But like that was about it. We was like a consistent like little 6 and 6 team, so
6 and 6.
little basketball school.
6 and 6. That's solid. 500.
Yeah.
BJ, what about you? Coming up in North Carolina, how
Yeah.
is the high school football culture down here?
It ain't like Texas, I tell you that. Like you say, you went to a 6A school. I went to a 2A school. So I went to a small school, and the highest to go in North Carolina is 4A. So Charlotte is really like the hot spot for football, and there's some real talent. Like we had a lot of 5 stars, 4 stars coming out of my class specifically. But and those were the guys that I would try to say like I would try to get around so I could get exposed because my area is small area. So like I know if I got myself around the likes of those guys, then like the coaches would see me and everything. So that was what the culture was like for me in football. But definitely some talent in North Carolina, like undeniable for sure.
Right.
What were some big names that that were coming up with you?
With me, some of the bigger names. So Evan Pryor, he was a running back, went to Ohio State, He at Cincinnati now. Ra Dilworth was 5-star linebacker. He committed to UNC. We had a lot of guys commit to UNC from North Carolina. So like him, Dontavius Nash, Keyshawn Silver, 5-star D lineman. I could really go on and on. Like, but they like to stay in state. So that's why like UNC. Oh, Drake May.
Right.
Yeah, he was in my class. Like, he was my 7-on-7 quarterback. So like, yeah. So like playing with him versus playing against him, I knew he was nice, right? Like I'm like, yo, he's nice. Like playing against him was definitely fun. That was fun. Yeah.
What about you, Chandler? Like, what were some of the big guys like coming out of your class?
I had a few from like my hometown. We got somebody named Bryce Anderson. He go to Texas A&M. We got a kid named Jalen Gilbo. He from like 20 minutes where I'm from. He at UT right now. They both was like 4 or 5 stars. From the Houston area, we got a lot. I ain't gonna lie, but we got a dude named Julian Humphrey. He at Georgia right now. I got my dog Matt Golden. He at U of H, but he just transferred to UT. He play receiver. Man, I really can go on and on, but like, yeah, it's just so many people. Yeah, yeah.
Texas.
Shout out to all my guys. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Shout out to all y'all.
So we talked about like y'all's childhood playing football. Were there other sports in the mix for you guys? Like, did you guys try like basketball or anything else? Or
Yeah, like for sure. I played baseball up until like 8th grade.
Okay.
And then I had track and basketball. I played that until I graduated. So
other than football, I played basketball all throughout pretty much middle school, high school. I stopped playing basketball like going into my junior year. We ain't gonna get into it too much, but I just knew that football was where the money was at. So it was football and track for me for the most part. I started AAU track at like 8. I don't know.
Dang.
Yeah, something like 10, something like that. So yeah, so it was just track and football.
If we asked Jomo and Jaden this, who won the ones between you two?
basketball.
Basketball?
I think I got it.
Yeah, he gonna say him.
I think I got
obviously. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, and I'm gonna say me.
Obviously. We're gonna have to see it one day. I mean,
yeah, we ain't never ran on once, but we gonna have to.
How would y'all describe y'all's playing style, like on the basketball court?
Ooh, all right. So I'm a lefty, but growing up, I like Rondo because I played the one. So I like Rondo in the way that he just handled a rock. So this was before Kyrie really got popping. Right. So it was like Rondo first, and then when Kyrie got popping, I like Kyrie, and then like my favorite player is KD.
You ever practice the little behind the back thing?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I was dishing it. Like, I really had a crazy assist bag. Like, I really was in that one.
See, when I was younger, I probably modeled my game after Russell Westbrook. So, like, I got a deadly mid-range, I ain't gonna lie. Okay. The pull-up J. But besides that, I'm trying to get to the rack for real. Okay. I ain't gonna lie, I play football. I'm trying to get to the rack.
When did you all start getting recruited for football?
I guess when I started going to camps. So like 8th grade going into 9th grade, and I guess that's when recruitment starts, just getting your name on the radar. So yeah, that's when I say I started getting recruited, and then it picked up like after my sophomore year, after I played like varsity, got some varsity film.
I would say around the same time, like around 8th grade. That's when I started like getting my name out there for real, and then I feel like I started getting recruited for real, like after my freshman year. So,
how do you think you got recruited? What led to your ultimate success with your recruiting process?
For me, I'm gonna say just getting my name out there, cause like, I mean, being from Texas, you already got half the battle, cause that's where everybody go to recruit people for real. So like, I'm saying like just get your name out there, cause there's so many other U's out there. So like going to like the bigger camps and stuff like that, I feel like that's what helped me get my name out there.
Yeah, like I previously mentioned, trying to surround myself with the guys that was already big time recruits, top recruits, like. I mean, Charlotte like 45 minutes from my crib, so it wasn't nothing to like always go down there on the weekends, like train with those guys, and then hitting my guys up like, what camp y'all going to this week? Going to the same camp as them, and then like while I'm at the camp, I'm calling out like who the best receiver, put me against him. That way the coach can see if this the guy y'all want to offer, I'm locking him up. Y'all gonna have to offer me too. Yeah. Yeah.
So y'all said like 9th grade, like going to 10th grade, like what were some of you guys' like first offers?
My first offer was from Tennessee. Yeah.
That's hard.
Yeah.
That's hard.
That's a crazy first offer.
Jeremy Pruitt. I went up there with like I said, the guys that we had a group of guys that I trained with, just DBs specifically. Shout out Chachi Sullivan. That's the guy. He's the trainer. But we went up to Tennessee. Like I performed well, whatever, and then they offered me and another guy that was in the group. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my first offer was Illinois State. Like I got that. Like I think the beginning of my sophomore year. And, like, that was probably the weirdest offer ever. Like, because, like, usually, like, a coach will call you, tell you, like, yeah, we like you. Like, you've probably been talking to him for a little minute. Yeah. But, like, this coach just called me out the blue. Like, I'm like, who is this? He, like, it's a coach at Illinois State. We watch your film, and we trying to offer you. And I'm like, is he, like, for real? Like, is this, like, fake? He, like, yeah. Like, it's
contact.
It's an offer. Like, you can post, you can do whatever you want with, like, you can come here. I was like, oh, for real? He was like, yeah, and then I ain't gonna lie, I was running around the house.
That shit was
I was running around the house all day telling my people.
Yeah, nah.
What was it feeling like for you when you got the offer from Tennessee?
So my homeboy that I was with, he had already got a couple offers. So like we were chilling in the players' lounge, and one of the recruiting guys came in there and called our names out, like Brandon Johnson, Braylon Oliver. Braylon, he go to Syracuse, he played DB there, but. Whenever we was walking the head coach office, he already knew what time it was because he had been through it. So he was telling me, he was like, hey, bro, they finna bag it. I was like, bro, chill, bro. Like, relax, bro. I was like, bro, because if I get in here and they don't offer me, now we going to have to scrap. Like, I don't even know. So I was like, no, he was like, no, they finna offer you, bro. So we was turned on the way, like, walking to the coach office, and then we had got in there. He talked to, I think pretty sure he talked to both of us at the same time. I don't remember. But, yeah, and I was smiling. The rest of the whole day, like I was so geek, like probably one of the most geek feelings, no cap.
Yeah. What were some other Power 5 offers that you guys received?
My top 5 was top 5 or top 6 was Ole Miss, Mississippi State, Tennessee, U of H to stay home, and like UCF. Mm-hmm. That was my top. Was that 5? Yeah.
My top was like I wanted to stay in state, so Duke. NC State, Wake Forest. UNC was recruiting me, but they didn't offer me, so it's always UNCK. I don't mess with them. I don't really mess with Mac Brown.
We're gonna get that
yeah. But so yeah, Duke, State, Wake, Tennessee, and ECU was kind of in the mix, and Northwestern. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What were some other things you guys looked at when making your decision?
Yeah. So location, the opportunity to play. I feel like I come to Duke and I could play early. Like, we were a program. I feel like a lot of the kids that committed here understood what state the program was in when we committed. So we felt like we could, add substance to the program, really build the program. So that's why I came to Duke. I felt like modeling my game after like Mike Carter. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like I could come in and play the same role that Mike did. And seeing that he went to the league, I was like, yeah. Mm-hmm.
He's thriving right now, too.
Yeah, he's definitely the best nickel in the league. Stamp.
Yes.
Yeah, stamp.
I'd say for me, like I didn't really care about distance. I just didn't want to play nowhere cold for real. Like being I don't want to play in the cold. But I'd say, like you said, being able to play early, like as a true freshman. And for me, it was like I'm big on relationships. So like the relationship I had with the coach that recruited me, shout out Coach Troop. Like I couldn't turn that down, honestly. And like, yeah.
Hey, we got to mention that Duke degree though.
Facts. Facts.
Because at the end of the day, me and him, like, we understood we was going to get on the field and play, and they going to find you wherever. Facts. So, like, we was like, shit, it's a no-brainer to play in the ACC. And then, like, if, like, Lord forbid anything happened, we still got that degree to fall back on.
Yeah. Facts. That's what I had to get my head around for real. Like, like when you see Duke, you like, man, them boys can't play football for real. Like, it's just a basketball school. But, like, once I, like, actually, like, did my homework on it, I was like, okay, they used to be good. They got potential. Like, they in the ACC. They playing the best of the best. Mm-hmm. And then, like, you also getting that Duke degree, so you really can't go wrong. So that's really what it came down to for me, for real.
But were you guys given the opportunity to compete for playing time as soon as you came to campus, or did it take some time?
You was a mid-year, right?
Yeah, I was a mid-year, so I feel like I had some time to compete, especially because now we had like a new coaching staff, so everything was like clean slate. So.
Yeah. So when I came, his a little different than mine. I came with Cutcliffe.
I came with
Yes. So I was a mid-year as well. So I feel like I did have the opportunity to compete, and I feel like coming mid-year helped me because I played a lot, special teams. I showcased my speed a lot playing gunner my freshman year. And then I ended up starting. Like, I was in the rotation towards the end of the year, and then I ended up starting, like, the last game of the season. So I would say I got a chance to compete for playing time for sure.
That's dope. Last week, we had Jomo Jaden on the pod. We asked him about, like, the changes they experienced like during their time in the program, like Joe Mo, he came up with Cutcliffe too, like a mid-year, and then like he had Elko, and then now we have Diaz. Like talk about you guys' experience. Like how's it been like transitioning between coaching staffs and like all that stuff?
I'll let you go first.
I mean, I don't feel like I really got much to say because like my transition wasn't as like big as his because like I came in with Elko got here, so really like that's the only thing I'm used to for real. So and then Manny here, like I really we don't really know like what we doing right now really because we like barely out recruiting and stuff. So it really we just balling with Feely.
I feel like my 3 years in this program has been more than 3 years, based off the fact that a lot has happened in the 3 years. So like when I came in with Cutcliffe, like I'll just talk about the transition from Cutcliffe to Elko. Like big shift culturally. Like the thing about Cutcliffe is he had a culture and we all like abided by the standard and everything. But it was kind of just like we needed like fresh new energy in the room. And Elko kind of brought that. So with Elko bringing that new energy, it was like, okay, the guys were already bought in. Like the guys were already bought into the standard that Cutcliffe had. It just didn't work. So it was just like we just needed some new things to buy into. And then once we bought into the new things, like we added some talent to the team, I feel like things started to transition well for us. We just needed like a new leader essentially. And I feel like Elko did a good job coming in as his first year being a head coach and kind of implementing what he needed, what he wanted. And like I said, the guys bought into it and we went to work. And I got to credit some of that to Philly too. Really a lot of that to Philly.
Coach Feely.
Yeah, because going from Coach Durfee, who is a great strength coach, great human being, to just, like I said, a new energy in Coach Philly, like a guy who was much different, like night and day almost. Yeah, and that's what the team needed. So that was great. And then, obviously, I performed in Elko's defense, so I'm grateful for that. I learned a lot in his defense. And now with Diaz, I mean, I've entered the portal, and I've committed to Oregon, but with Diaz, I don't know. I can't say too much. Yeah, like Chan couldn't even say that much. But I feel like he has a plan for the program, and I want the best thing to happen for the program in the future. So I wish Diaz the best of luck. Yeah.
Chandler, one of our guys, Mr. Montree, shout out 531 Barber.
There we go.
Shout out.
He said Coach Cutcliffe was the one that recruited you.
Yeah.
So, like, him recruiting you and Elko being the coach when you came in, did you have any doubts in mind about the coaching staff, or were you still set on Duke?
Once I found out they was keeping true, that when they recruited me, I was like, yeah, I'm set on Duke. Like, I want to go there, I want to help change stuff. So it's like, I just stood on that, really.
Yeah.
So, I mean.
Shout out Coach Troop, man.
Shout out
True, man.
Yeah.
So let's get into the season a little bit. It was an eventful season.
Yeah.
It was one. A lot of highs, a lot of lows.
A lot of.
But yeah, no, let's start from the beginning. I know everybody on campus was hyped for that Clemson game.
Yeah.
Let's get into it. What was that? What was y'all mindset going into that first game?
All right. My mindset was I wanted to do it for the fans, no cap. Because it was like we knew what we had as a team. We knew we had an ACC championship caliber team coming into the season. Right. And, like, I'll stand on that until the day I'm no longer here. Like, that's an ACC championship team that we had. But, like I said, coming into week one, we knew we was prepared. We knew we was ready. And we knew Clemson was going to come in here kind of with a big head. Like, but we knew that we had an opportunity to really put on display everything that we've been working for. And, like, we knew that would be a big, big moment in Duke football history. Right. And it went down the right way.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
I feel like just the whole offseason, we was thinking we was going to upset everybody. Because, like, we just had that underdog mindset. Like, because, like, from year one with Elko to year two, like, the stigma changed. Like, first was underdogs. Now we're, like, expected to win a little bit. So it's just like, yeah, they got us as, like, 10-point, 20-point underdogs at Clemson. So we like, nah, we can't go for that. Because, like you said, we had a ACC championship caliber team. Like, and that's true. That ain't cap.
No.
So it's just like, I just felt like was our motivation, like, that whole offseason. Like, yeah, we got to go big this year.
Yeah, that's summer camp. Everyone was locked in.
Yeah, like we just had goals for real as a team. Yeah. We had real goals. Like we wasn't looking week to week. Like we knew obviously it's week to week, but like the main goal, we wasn't talking about nothing but the chip. We wasn't talking about nothing but the chip. So it's like we knew in order to get to the chip, week by week, we got to knock them off.
Facts.
Didn't matter who it was.
We had Jomo on the podcast last. He talked about the culture of hard work that's been built up here. What do you think were the building blocks and the foundations that were built to, set that culture up and for the program to succeed moving forward?
So, like I said, credit to Coach Philly for that. He wouldn't let nobody slack. So it didn't matter. It don't matter who you are, what position you play. You getting treated the same as if you just got here or if you've been here for 6 years. You getting treated the same. It don't matter. The standard is the standard. So I'm pretty sure that's what I credit a lot of it to. Yeah.
Facts, that too. But I credit some to like the older guys on the team.
Oh yeah.
Like helping like the younger guys to buy in. Like when I first got here, like a fish out of water. I don't know what's going on. So I'm just gonna do what the older guys do, and just like the older guys, like the captains, like Wayne, Mom, like they just stepped up and like showed us the way. I mean, really. So I feel like I credit a lot of that to them too. So.
Yeah, me as well. Credit the older guys, and that's why I say like they came in every day, same mentality, same attitude, encouraging guys, showing guys what it really looks like to work. So not only just talking, but leading by example is a big thing. So. Yeah, I credit a lot of that hard work and culture to not only Philly, but the older guys and the team as a whole.
So we covered that Clemson win. Fast forward a couple weeks, you guys blew out like your next 3 opponents, man.
Yeah, they're coming for bodies. It was wild. That was nasty work.
Yeah, that was fun.
So now we're, what is it, week 4? Week 4,
week 5.
Yeah. College game day is here, man. Covering that Notre Dame.
That was so
game.
live.
Yeah.
What was it like preparing for that? Like,
I ain't gonna lie, that Notre Dame game, like I ain't gonna lie, I feel like the team was geeked like the whole week, because I think they announced it like on the Monday that we was gonna have college game day, and we like, oh, we finna have college game day. Like, it's finna be.
They did it on the plane when we were in the plane.
Yeah. They was like,
They was playing Ohio State.
we finna have college game day. That shit finna be so live. But so we like, oh yeah, practice. Everybody extra locked in. Like everybody like, okay, what? Like Pat McAfee coming, this and that. Like, oh my god, like we geeked about it because like Duke football ain't never had that. So like, I feel like that whole week was just like eye-opening, because a lot of people dream of that. Like everybody don't get college game day besides like Bama and them, like everybody don't get that. So having that at Duke in the Notre Dame game, that's like that's top tier.
Yeah, I tried to look at it from the outside in, like tried to pull myself out of being on the team. Like getting college game day here is like for everybody. It's not just for the football team. Like yeah, we did this, but like college game day, Duke is a basketball school. We'll get college game day for basketball. We've got it for basketball multiple times. Yeah. But for football, first time ever,
It's unprecedented.
it's like we did that, and it was like we didn't just do it for us. We did it for everybody. I feel like that was another huge moment in Duke football history. And I felt like during this season, we were blessed enough to be a part of that, because I try not to take those moments for granted.
Facts.
But preparing for that, we one thing I remember is walking down to practice, they had added like extra bleachers, and like we were like, no way, we like, so the game's about to be sold out and some, like what, like that's unheard of, like nobody ever fill up the stand.
They had to move the marching band, right?
Yeah, they moved them to like the back of the end zone. Like,
Wow.
that's where the bleachers. They was in. I think they was right there, and
they had
everybody
extra
else
bleachers.
is. That's so live, bro.
Yeah,
it's a crazy atmosphere.
Nah, that was probably the craziest ever.
yeah. Talking about the game itself, I remember the loudest moment in Wallace Wade for me was literally they last drive.
Yeah.
They last drive, they got the ball.
false
They got that false start. It get loud.
It got so
loud. I just put my hands on my hips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
That shit
a
was loud.
live atmosphere.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to the students.
Yeah, man. That's one thing, like, they showed out for us.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. We was trying to give it back. We was trying to show out for
got
them.
the win for y'all,
Yeah.
but like, that just showed. That
So
showed so
that
much.
was the
right
loudest moment, but what about the quietest moment in the game? That 4th down play.
there. Yeah, that was for sure the quietest. That was for sure the quietest.
The people want to know what happened. Y'all want to talk about that?
4th and 16?
Yeah, 4th and 16.
Oh, actually, I thought you was talking about that. Or either Riley, whenever Riley went down.
Oh yeah,
That was quiet, too.
Yeah, that was
Actually,
quiet.
Yeah.
that was the quiet.
But I mean, obviously we know why that got quiet. But like, we'll talk about the 4th and 16. Shoot, if we could do it over again, we'll probably do it the same way. We just
Facts.
the thing is, like, we was heating them up, got them behind the sticks. Obviously they gonna pass the ball. They got to get to the sticks.
Yeah.
So we drop coverage. Like,
Right.
they not gonna run it. And then Sam Hartman,
He just made a play.
he made a play, and
We honestly should have still been there to stop it though.
we should have been there to stop it.
Where was the spy?
You feel me? So the guy, middle of the field, and coach took credit for this. Shout out to Coach Tooch, that's my guy. But he took credit for this, and he was just saying, this is a play that I would call in this situation again. We just didn't necessarily touch on the details of the play, so there was a missed assignment in the play because this is not something that we had went over. So I'll take the fault for that. So yeah, just something to learn from. We had a lot of learning experiences. A lot of
situations we ain't never been in before.
Yeah. I'm still grateful for it, even though we didn't come out on top. But yeah.
Yeah. From my point of view, I'm gonna say if I was coach, I would have called the same play too, because it's not like it's something we didn't know. We never practiced. Right. We had a whole day just for practicing drop coverages. We practice that stuff. We try to perfect it. It's just stuff happens when you in the moment. You might forget what you got to do. That's just part of football, and especially when you're playing an experienced quarterback like Sam was. So he gonna find it.
Tenacious.
The whole game.
Very tenacious athlete.
Because I remember last year we did beat him when he was at Wake on the last play. So of course he had to go get his this year, I guess. So,
but you guys came back. We had a bye week, week 7. We responded 20-ball NC State.
You dig?
You traveled to Tallahassee.
Yeah.
Talk about playing there. What was the atmosphere like?
Hey, wait. Do you mind if I talk about NC State game real quick?
Yeah.
All right. So we come out. It's more NC State fans than there is Duke fans, and all the NC State fans is in our end zone, where we run out the tunnel.
Yeah, right.
So we okay, we see what kind of game this gonna be, and I feel like that energy, that chip on the shoulder, was. I feel like we played a crazy defensive game. Yeah. Shout out to Trey. My boy got a pick. We went straight over to the end zone.
Throw it down.
Yeah.
Because they was talking mad junk. Yeah. So, anyways, that's all I wanted to say about the NC State game. We couldn't let them have that.
NC State game, that felt like an away game at home.
Yeah, but it was fun.
In, the break.
It was during break. Yeah, it was during break.
So,
yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
That was a nice atmosphere, too.
Yeah. All right, but for the state, shoot. They top dogs of the ACC, so we shoot, we top dogs too. Even though we came off some losses, we can still win. Yeah. And I don't think it ever crossed our minds that that a team was better than us. It was just always our game to lose, and I feel like for the state that was our game to lose. We lost it, but. Shoot, they played well in the fourth quarter, and we played bad in the fourth quarter. And if you want to shoot it straight, that's just how it is. If you go back, watch the game, you see the score going to the fourth, we up 3. They played good in the fourth. Riley had got hurt going into the fourth. So, offensive chemistry, whatever went on, I'm not sure. But, yeah, we took a hit, and they built off it.
And bounced back from it. That's
really
all it was.
And that first half, though, Chandler, you had that pick 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really don't even know what happened there. I ain't gonna lie, and when I dropped coverages on a crucial third down, Stents, number 2, and pick 26, they just hit the ball and just fell in my hands. So I ran. So
I be calling him slow because he got hawked down.
I didn't want to fumble, so I was holding the ball like this, as you can see in the video, and I was just let me just get in the end zone because I didn't know where bro was behind me. So
hey, ball security is what?
Hey, it's a premium.
It's a premium?
That one pick was hard with everyone in the end zone.
Yeah.
Oh,
if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have got that angle lie. Because I was ready to run off the field.
I be trying to find that camera, bro. I need it because it's moments for real.
Yeah.
It's real moments. So it's I want it to last, bro. Yeah. So that's how you make it last.
What do y'all think the turning point in the game was, or when?
I think a big turning point in the game was when they returned the kickoff. Right after he got the pick 6. I'm we had all the momentum, and then we gave it right back to him.
You can't do that at Florida.
No. You can't do that in big-time ball, period.
Yeah.
So, but definitely not there. So, coming out in the second half, it was we were up, but it was still it was a pretty stagnant game for the most part. We couldn't really get much going. They couldn't really get much going. Then, like I said, we got down on the 2-3. Yeah, and going into the fourth quarter, and we went for it. So if we would have got it, that would have been a momentum swing. But we didn't get it, and like I said, they hadn't been getting anything the whole game. But from that moment on, that's when they started to really turn up on us. Yeah. So.
Can I ask, how good is Jordan Travis, in your guys' opinion?
He's not the best quarterback that I played against, but he's good.
He's pretty good, but not the best I played
against. He got legs, so whenever a quarterback can run, advantage for sure. But yeah, I don't think his performance against us was anything crazy. He threw a lot of like balls where guys were just open because we had busted some coverages. And I feel like if we don't bust those coverages, they don't make those plays. They don't keep drives going. Our offense gets back on the field and they score. So, like, just stuff like that. But, credit to him still. I still think he's a good player. Yeah.
Great player.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like one of the big – he already hit up on all the big turning points for it, but I feel like another one was, like – I feel like people underestimate it, but like getting the fans involved in the game, like you said, after that kickoff return, it's like the fans involved now, not even a little chant and stuff. Now it's like it's harder for our offense. It's not really hard for us. They're not gonna be loud with their offense on the field, but like when our offense on the field, like it just kept getting louder. Like I'm glad y'all out there, not me.
I remember one point in the game though, fourth quarter, we probably got him like third down or something. Jordan Travis do a little like read option. We blitzed off the edge, but like we missed him, and he get the first down. It's like after that, it's like everybody in the stadium knew the game was over. The game was wrapped. So like that's when they got the loudest for that I remember being on the field on defense. I was like, damn, like. Oh.
We're gonna talk about that UNC game, man.
Man, let's get to it, man.
I want to hear your thoughts on it. Like, walk us through like that was a crazy game. Like just initial thoughts, reactions, all that.
All right. So, like, all right, my freshman year, we played UNC at home. I ain't gonna lie. The reason we lost that game, you could probably easily put that on me. Because it was a coverage. I broke it, and I was going to the game like, okay, I can't mess up this year.
We're not going to put that on him. One play does not decide the game.
All right, that's
so
cool.
We're not going to blame
him. That's cool. But, like, all right, so going to this year, I was like, okay, yeah, I got to have a big game. Like, I got to go crazy. I got to get the league back or whatever. So, like, going to the week, I'm like, yeah, this finna be live. I'm extra locked in. Whoop. So like, we get to the game, like we walk in, like I've never seen this before, but like their whole student section was like in one end zone, and like I ain't gonna lie, the whole game, me and VJ was popping it to him.
Popping.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, like we got a few
flicks.
Yeah, we got a few hard flicks. Like we was popping it. Like I ain't gonna lie, that game was like it was live. Like our livest games, sadly, were the ones we lost from. Like, but like it's just like the moments. Like it was just like this is crazy. Like, we went to double overtime. Like, that just our circumstances we had. Like, it's easy to be mad, but it's like we did this, came this far. So,
Right.
I mean,
That one was literally a coin toss. In the double.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Was there a lot of trash talk going on throughout the game?
I was talking the whole game.
Yeah. We were talking the whole game, but I don't think it was really to like players for real.
Yeah.
Because like,
I was talking
Well, me,
to Bryson Nesbitt the whole game.
yeah. He had a different little situation going on. But me, like, I mean, like, they receivers didn't really say much. And like, I'm not about to say nothing until you're not really saying nothing to me.
Right.
Like, but like their fans, like their students, they were,
Yeah, that was
they had
crazy.
they had to get it.
Like one of the pictures, me and Chan, like they whole student section just flicking us off.
Yeah.
Middle fingers.
Yeah.
We just looking.
Yeah, we had it was live though. I liked it.
Smile.
That's cool as hell.
But nah. All right. My take on the game, I think we got slighted. Straight like that.
Facts.
I think this is a business, of course, but I feel like the officials didn't respect the game enough. I feel like they didn't respect the game and they didn't respect the work that we put in to get where we was at and to ultimately win the game. We won the game. We intercepted the ball.
Yeah.
Like, we won a game. It's that simple. And I'm not going to be that guy to blame it on the referees. But yeah, I'm not going to be that guy. But, you know, I'm also a straight shooter, and I'm just going to call it like it is.
Facts.
Like, yeah, they made plays. They made plays.
They made great.
But we did too, you know what I'm saying? That's why I feel like we got slighted, like we should have won the game. You can even I talked to some of the guys from UNC team because they my guys, and they'll tell you like, yeah, you know, y'all should have won. Like they was clearly cheating. I got people texting me during the game. Oh, I'm watching the game. Y'all clearly getting cheated. I'm just like, bro, like
Yeah.
I haven't had a pass interference call my entire college career,
Wow.
and then UNC game I had like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
So it's just like, I know I'm pretty clean in coverage for the most part. Like, I might do a little snag, whatever. But 2 uncatchable balls, 2 flags on me. Yeah. One of those flags was their drive to get into field goal range. So it's like,
That was very
you
questionable.
throw a questionable call, but it's like, I know why you throwing the flag because they're starting on their side or on our side of the field. So they ain't even crossed the 50 yet. So they throw a flag just to get them across the 50. And I'm just like, bro, y'all just giving them 15 free yards. Like, it's an uncatchable ball, and it's not a flag. So, I mean, then that leads to when Bryson kicks the ball at me in the end zone, I'm trying to play soft coverage because I'm like, they're going to throw a flag if I put hands on and stuff. And I feel like looking back on it, I would have been better off just playing more aggressive because they threw a flag anyways. He caught it, but, like, they threw a flag anyways. So I was like, I should have just broke it up. Like, but I didn't want to be the one to, like, they would have the ball half a distance to the goal at that point. And now all they got to do is sneak, touchdown. So it's like I was trying to play smart and soft a little bit. But, I mean, that just shows how the refs can affect the game. But
How are ACC refs overall?
no comment.
No.
All right.
Oh my.
Hey, Chandler, I gotta ask you a question. So Deuce Caldwell on TikTok,
Yeah.
he had that TikTok where he was stealing the towels and he made TikToks about that.
Yeah.
Any comment on that?
Yeah.
I got hella UNC towels. So
Yeah, I feel like we snagged a few UNC towels that game. We ain't got a post about it though, but
I'm saying,
no worry.
ask him how many snaps he played.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just ask him. I don't know.
Hey man, I ain't want to be
I don't
the one
know.
to say it, man.
I don't know.
Yeah, he said it.
Niggas be wolfing on the net. That shit weird.
Facts. But it's
Let's talk
cool.
about the win though. The Birmingham Bull.
Okay, yeah.
MVP had 5 tackles, 3 pass breakups. That's the second all-time in Duke bowl game records. And
Oh,
talk about how
snap.
that felt for you to win.
I don't know. It was cool. It was cool, but like, I really don't know how to explain it. Like, it was.
Tell him you was just hooping. You was playing ball.
Yeah, like I was just playing. Like it wasn't like I ain't going to the game like, yeah, I'm finna go do this, and that. It was just like the last game with my guys. Like a lot of the people on the team are gone. Like seniors graduated out the door, like in the portal. Like I'm like, damn, it's my last time I get the ball with the guys. So I'm like, I gotta put on for the guys. Like I gotta like. I don't want to be the reason these guys don't have, go walk off the field happy at the end of the game. So I'm like, whatever I got to do that, I'm going to get it done. So like whenever I won, I was like, damn, like it's crazy.
Yeah,
I ain't even expect it for real.
that was a good game.
Troy was talking cash the whole week.
Talking cash.
The whole week.
He was talking crazy work.
I never seen nothing like that before, man.
So can we get into a little bit more personal stuff? For you, you're more than an athlete camp.
Okay.
I'd love to hear a little bit about it. You know,
Let's hear it.
So that idea just came up like last year around this time. Me and my agent Z, we was just chopping it up, and she was like, "You want to do something for your hometown?" And I was like, "Of course." Like, what we got in mind? And she was like, "We could probably throw a camp." And I was like, "Let's make it happen." So like, I think it was like Mother's Day weekend or something like that. We just got a high school stadium I used to play at from like the AD of the district or whatever. We got that, got everything figured out, got the shirts, got everything. Like we just threw a link out, let people sign up for it. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And like, I was honestly surprised with the turnout I had because like I'm the type I don't really notice how much of a like impact I have on people because I just don't really notice it for real. But like seeing that, I was like, dang, like all these little kids look up to me for real, like know who I am, know where I'm from, what I do. I'm like, dang, that's crazy. So like I feel like that was an eye-opening moment really for me to like better myself for the younger people and like continue to give back because that's something like I always wanted personally. Like I would love because like there's a lot of guys from my hometown that are in the league now or played in the league. So it's like I would have loved if they would have came down more and did stuff with me growing up. And that's where I want to be. It's like I wish they would have threw more camps. Like I wish they would have just threw like clinics or whatever. Like whatever, I would have been there because that's something I always wanted to do. So I feel like for me, that's something I wanted to do. Like I want to start now because I'm already a college athlete, like at a D1 program. So like, why not start now? Like keep it going when I eventually get to the NFL. So like, that was just my take on it, the whole thing, and yeah, running it back this year.
I was just gonna ask, are we doing it again this
we
summer?
doing it again this
you got the dates yet?
I don't know if I got the date, but I don't know the exact date, but it's gonna be like around Mother's Day weekend. So.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, congrats on Oregon first of all.
Yeah, for real. Congrats.
Take us through what
Sko
that
Ducks.
recruitment
Sko.
process was like.
Yeah, so like recruiting all over again, coming out of high school. But the portal just crazier. I remember like as soon as I had put my name in the portal, my phone started jumping. Literally 2 minutes later, it's like follow from a whole bunch of coaches on Twitter.
Oh.
And like, yeah, it's a whole bunch of different people. So the process with Oregon, this is how Oregon went. The day I put my name in the portal, the coach from Oregon was here seeing another one of our guys whose name was in the portal. The DB coach named Chris Hampton. He used to coach here at Duke. He recruited me here, and he left the year that I got here. But he recruited me here. I just didn't get to play for him. So he called me when he see my name was in the portal. He was already in Durham. He was like, "Where you at?" I was like, "I'm in Durham. What's up? Where you at?" He's like, "I'm in Durham." I was like, "Stop capping." He was like, nah, I'm in Durham. So he was like, send me your location. I sent the location, he pulled up on me. We just chopped it up for a little bit. He was like, come out for a visit. We had scheduled for January, and then whatever, that was cool. Whoop-de-whoop, that's all it was. He talked about my Dukes. We got it scheduled for January. Then he left. The next day he called me. He was like, this was on like a Thursday or something. He had called me. He was like, you trying to come like this weekend? I was like, I ain't doing nothing. He was like, can you get on a flight tonight? I was like, I ain't doing nothing. Like, and I remember I was in the locker room, him and Trey. I asked him, I was like, hey, bro, should I take this visit to Oregon? Like, I'm finna just leave. He was like, shit, yeah. So yeah, I ended up going out there, took a visit. I liked it out there, obviously. Real nice. He told me, he was like, trust me, you gonna come here. He was like, you gonna see it. He's like, you don't want to come here for your last year, play ball. This where you going to school. Like, that's what he was telling me. I'm just like, yeah, it sound good, but I'm gonna know when I'm ready to know. Yeah, but
What's the facility like at Oregon?
it's like its own campus for real. So they try to model it after like the Nike campus, but it's really like it's its own football campus. So like they, the meeting rooms, the weight room, and like the calf area, like hospitality area, like all that is in one building. And then like equipment, like training room, you can do yoga, you can do whatever. Like sports medicine, that's in one building. And then the indoor, you got the indoor, you can walk to that as well. And then the stadium is like right there with all of it too. So it's real cool how it's set up. It's like its own campus.
So were there any other schools? Well, I know there were, but what were the main other contenders with Oregon in terms of your, transfer portal process?
All right, so yeah, the difference in being in a portal and coming out of high school is I have college film at the ACC level and like the stats and stuff. So like schools know that I'm capable of playing. It doesn't even matter. So and like I play a premium position in slot corner, and that was a need for most schools. So there was a lot of like, programs that was reaching out to me. So other than Oregon, Texas A&M, obviously with Coach Elko, Washington, Southern Cal, Auburn, yeah, just to name a few. But like, there were some pretty big time programs that were competing with Oregon, but I liked Oregon the most. Yeah.
Was there any reason you didn't want to follow Elko to Texas A&M?
Really being with Elko for 2 years, I kind of knew what the system would run like. So there's some comfortability in that. With all the uncertainty that comes with the portal, finding comfortability seems like an advantage. But it was like I trust myself to be wherever I'm at and, be mentally strong enough to get through whatever it is and navigate through whatever it is. So going somewhere new, I didn't feel like, obviously it would be a challenge, but I didn't feel like it was anything that I couldn't handle. So just because it was comfortable to be in a system that I knew, it didn't really do much for me because I didn't mind moving on to a new system. Right. Like I didn't mind change. So I feel like it just would have been the same thing it was here at Duke, at A&M, which isn't necessarily bad because playing in the SEC, whatever, knowing the system. But I feel like Oregon was a great opportunity, and I really couldn't pass up on that.
So moving to the Big Ten, too?
Yeah, the Big Ten. You got Big Ten, SEC, being the two main conferences now. So I just felt like if I was in either one of those conferences still performing how I performed in the ACC, it would take care of itself.
So basically, you just ain't like the state of Texas?
I like North Carolina.
Oh, okay, got you.
Texas K, man. I don't mess with Texas, bro.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's fine.
So, BJ, what traditions are you going to miss the most from Duke football?
The locker room, bro. The cue, bro. I miss the locker room. I like that. Say tradition, but like the locker room is just, it's essential, man. Yeah. Our team, I'm going to miss our team. Like, it was just so close. We had a really close team.
That's rare. here in college football.
Yeah, like I just don't know. Like, you can go to other places. Like, you got your cliques or groups, and like we got our cliques or groups too. But I just feel like still everybody as a whole was cool with everybody. Like, no issues with nobody, and just like real deal love for everybody on the team because we went through it together. Right. So it was just like, yeah, real deal love for everybody. So that's probably what I miss the most. Like my people, no cap. But like tradition wise.
Oh, that every time we talk.
No. But I mean, I'm gonna miss going to the basketball games for sure. Those are always turn. I'm gonna miss activities on campus like LDOC stuff. Like that stuff cool. Like I was fortunate enough to be friends with a lot of different people in like different fraternities, sororities, like whether it be black, white. So I was just able to experience a lot while being here, and yeah, I'm gonna miss all those experiences for sure.
Then follow up with that, like, what are you most excited for at Oregon, bro?
Them uniforms.
Yeah, the unis are tough, but nah, I mean, nah, real deal. I'm just excited to get on the field. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Like, I'm not having a spring ball or nothing like that. So, the moment I'm able to lace them up again and put the pads on, that's what I'm most excited for. I don't care about none of the other stuff like that. Don't get me wrong. Once I get there and I'm really in it, like I'll probably be turned, getting player exclusive stuff. Like I'm a sneakerhead and stuff, so I really mess with like the player exclusive stuff. So that's just a plus.
So like, what uniform you looking forward to putting on?
No, for real. I wanted
so many.
Yeah, which one?
I wanted to wear them throwback ones, so they wore them in the bowl game against Liberty. But those are the ones I wanted to wear the most. But they not allowed to wear them no more because they had a deal. Like Phil Knight and Nike had a deal with Disney, Walt Disney, and it had Donald Duck on the side. So now they like got copyright or whatever, and they can't wear them no more. So their last time wearing them was in the bowl. But those were the ones that I was looking forward to wearing the most. Other than that, I don't really care. Like they all gonna be tough. They got the nice eggshell ones that like white with the speckles on them. Yeah, those are gonna be tough. Yeah. But
this question for both of you: what would you say your favorite memories with playing with each other? Like,
I'm gonna say like my favorite memory. I'll say is like probably like practice. Like when we bump heads a lot in practice. I'll say that like. But I feel like that's just because, like, the chemistry we've built with each other. Like, being able, like, when I know when BJ's on my side, I know I'm straight. Yeah. Like, I know the slot's straight. Like, I know it's straight. So it's just, like, there's been times in practice where, like, I know he's probably not doing what he do. I get on him, and vice versa. So I feel like that was probably my favorite memories because, like, it's rare that you have, like, a teammate that you can just talk to however you want and he not take it personal. Because, like, we call each other all kinds of names. But, I feel like it's just rare that you can have a teammate like that that's not going to take it personal and just, like, flash out for no reason. Yeah. So I feel like that's probably my favorite memory.
I said me and him got real deal chemistry. Like, it's crazy. It's 11 people on the field, but it's like one person that I have. Because, like, we would play beside each other a lot. So it's like, we'll do stuff that won't nobody else on the field do. And it'd be unspoken. So it's like a cross route, like, so the receiver, whatever, like, say they rub each other. Yeah. We just pass that off without saying nothing. Just because he know how I like to play and I know how he like to play. So it's like we can just play off each other's athleticism and just football instincts. So it's like we just kind of had that connection. But that's on the field. But, like, yeah, that's probably one of my favorite things about playing with him.
Let's say y'all not doing school, not practice.
Most of the time we be kicking it. Like, he be in his room, I be in my room, we be chilling out the way. But
when we link up, it's up.
Yeah. One thing for sure, we always make sure he gonna make sure I'm straight, I'm gonna make sure he's straight. At the end of the day, it don't matter. So, yeah.
Well, yeah, guys, we appreciate you coming on the pod. It's been a great talk.
Yeah, appreciate y'all for real. Yeah,
I learned a lot. I really
Make sure y'all tune into Inside the Lines.
Yeah, shout out to Inside the Lines.
No cap.
Shout out to the guys right here. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all tap in.
Appreciate y'all.
You dig?
Yeah.
I put your picture on my mirror. Start to blush when somebody says your name.
What is that?
In my stomach, there's a pain. I
see you walk in my direction. I go the other way. Come on.
I start to stutter when I speak.
Start to stand, but my knees go weak. What's happening to me?
In the dark, can you tell me what it means? I lay my head on my pillow.
Where are you staring at?
staring out the window.
Okay.
Wish I saw her on the sun.
Wait, what?
That's the reason why.
What you said?
You're always on my mind.
When I come around,
I get shy.
when I see you.
When I be my ad libs.
Oh, I don't know those ad-libs.
Yeah.
Come on.
So I gotta be right on time
When I see you. Come on.
When I see you.
When I. Come on.
I scribble X and O's in my notebook.
Notebook.
Checking how my hair and my nails
How
look.
my nails look.
That was sweet.